Hi, I'm Councillor Joe Horneck. Over the summer, I found a piece of paper I'd written down a couple of years ago of things I wanted to do when I became a city councillor. And this is one of them. Try every week to talk to the camera and explain what happened at city council so that it would make it a little bit more accessible to people who just want to have a quick bite as to what's happening. So here's my first attempt. We had a few deputations from members of the public. The best one was a group called Music for Every Child. And it was 3 young high school students who came and talked to us about the work they do with autistic children. The organization has over 200 volunteers and has raised, I think it was $70,000 in the last few years to do this work with autistic children. It was wonderful. A lot of counselors were trying to connect them to different resources in the community to help grow this. It was really heartwarming, and I'm really happy to have about that one. Kim Pines came from a translation service to kind of challenge counselors and the staff as to how we are thinking about our translations within the city. So we have so many services the city offers. How are we communicating that best to people of limited English or people who have English as a second language? So I thought that was really engaging and makes you think about how we talk to people out there. Second was a few housekeeping items. The one I'd highlight, though, was some funding we'll get back from the province for streamlining our development process. So when a builder comes and says, I want to build a building, there's a whole series of checks and balances and studies that have to happen to make that go. And we've been working really hard at the city to make sure that's the most efficient, streamlined process possible. So the province is kind of giving us some money back for rewarding that innovation. Next, we moved on to councillor inquiries. Councillor Mahoney made a great inquiry about the ASC speed cameras and the fact that some of them have been getting tipped over. There's a great article that's been picked up in Saga News. I'd encourage you to read that there. It's certainly an issue I have a lot of thoughts on. Councillor Dasco did some announcements. The South Side Shuffle is coming up this weekend. And it's going to be in Port Credit all weekend. Great live music. Go on down and listen to that. And 2 events in the Meadowvale area. One is the Meadowvale Community Ride, bike ride at Meadowvale Community Center, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Meadowvale Theatre is having an open house on Sunday, 1 to 3. They've got an ice cream truck. Meet some artists and come book some tickets for coming performances. Great time to go out to Meadowvale Theatre. Last item we had was an item that was in camera, which means we can't discuss it much in public. It was about the dissolution of the region of Peel, and it was a very thought-provoking update from our city staff on what's happening. And for myself personally, it was an engaging conversation. My priorities on that file, it's going to be so transformative to the city and positive, but I want to make sure we're maintaining our services and that we're treating the employees who work at the region of Peel as best we can to make sure that we get a great deal for Mississauga. So that's it for this round. I'll give it a try again next week and see if I can help connect people more with what's happening at council. Thanks.